Hello, everyone. I'll be walking you through the LMMS beneficiary registration. And we have two options. You can use the LMMS offline registration application, abbreviated as LoRa, or you can use the household data import. So I'll share the dashboard, the LMMS dashboard screen when you log into the instance. So first, you'll be able to see the number of beneficiary that is available at the moment. So we have 269 households and 555 members. Okay. So we will do our registration, and so for that I'll be switch to the mobile application. Share my mobile application screen. So I'll be logging into the LoRa application. Provide my username and I provide the password. Okay. And give it some time to log in. So once I log in, you have four functionalities here. The first one is the household registration, where you capture the household head as well as members or dependents for that particular household. So this is basically the direct and the indirect beneficiaries. Then you have the individual registration, where you only capture the direct beneficiary or the person receiving assistance directly. Then we have the simplified registration, which is ideal for responses that are quick, fast responses, where you don't have time to collect adequate information or very detailed information for a particular household. Then we have the search by ID function, just to be able to search whether a beneficiary is already registered in the database. So to register a new household, I'll click on the household icon, our household registration icon, and I will provide the household name. We will register the doors. And so you also provide a community, which is already preset in the system. So you will just type the first few letters and the system will provide you with suggestions and you select from the suggestions provided. Then you can utilize the notes section. So maybe we can say very vulnerable household. Okay. And then this can also be used to filter when you're doing filtering, or you want to maybe select a given set of households in the system. You can use this notes section to be able to filter and select your specific beneficiaries. Then we have the consent section, which basically consent to collect, manage, store, update, delete, access the data, beneficiary data, and also sharing the data with other agencies. So the DOs are consenting to share their data and all the other consents. Then you can collect the address, you can type in the address, or you can use the GPS function to pick the location and as well mark it as a permanent residence if that is where the registration exercise is taking place. Then we have for migrants, you can capture the originating country and the originating address. Conditions, this is the conditions at household level. You have a list of conditionalities which you can collect. So for example, this is a refugee household, and so we'll mark it as food insecure and maybe shelter insecure. Then once you're done, notice the menus run from the left to the right, and across all these, the application, the menus are from the left to the right. So you need to populate all these categories. Then we have the members, and you can click on the plus icon to add a member to this household. And we will start with John Doe. Okay. We have John Doe, and we can take a picture of John Doe. So, picture of John Doe. So here. Okay, and we can put the age, say 30, and male, the relationship, okay. So the first person in that particular household is basically the head of the household, the marital status. So we can say John Doe is married, not single. The member status, they are active in the system, the registration date. Then we have note section at member level again, which can also be used during the filtering and uniquely identify households. Then these are custom fields from this point up to the employed. And you can configure them. You have options of configuring 7 custom fields in the system. Then we have the partner name. So these are custom fields for this particular instance. So John Doe is World Vision, registered in World Vision, lives in a peri-urban livelihood zone, has no formal education, reason is no school fees, not a youth, definitely, members living in the diaspora, yes, and is John Doe employed, yes. Then you can provide IDs, either assigned or government ID. Assigned ID will be able to link this particular profile with an external database. And then there are government ID type. You can select either national ID or passport or driver's license and provide the digit or the unique identifier. Sorry. So you can provide the ID, and then you can provide the mobile number. So you'll provide the mobile phone carrier. This is preset in the system, but then you can configure it for, it can be configured for a particular context or a specific country. So then you have a number, mobile phone number. So we can say 07, you can start with a country code. So it's +254 725 4255559. And then if there's a payment account as well, you can provide the payment account details. Then you can capture the vulnerabilities at member level. So this is a refugee and they are in a health project. So the health and medical conditions, so they need psychological counseling as well. And that's all for the vulnerabilities for John Doe. Then we will register John Doe's son, and we will provide here, the name is Calvin, 10 years old, male, relationship, this is a child to John Doe, marital status, single, on the note section, and then the partner, so they live in a peri-urban. The partner name is World Vision, so benefits indirectly because of the father is registered. Then you have education, no formal education. So there's a reason, it's other. Other, then you have youth in urban area.